Okay, so what do we want to talk about? It's been like 2 weeks.
I feel like it's been like 3 weeks already.
Oh, maybe it has.
Maybe 3.
And I think the only thing we've
Skipped a
talked
few.
about is like work.
I feel very rusty.
Yeah,
It's
me
like
too.
it's like the first. It feels like a first podcast.
Well, like,
I can't stop doing them. Don't die.
oh, that's terrible. We do I've done one video probably or 2 videos in like the last 3 weeks, but we do videos on our own time too. But
Well,
I got like 3 videos in the works. I got my fitness stuff, or like my whole new fitness routine is basically me just working it with garbage. Stuff I picked up from people's like, oh,
okay.
that was actually my fault. I picked up logs from people's lawns that they cut down a tree. I've got 2 giant tires, and yeah, I guess that's it. But it's so much of it that it's just a big pile of garbage in my backyard that I'm using for fitness. So I'm gonna do a video and showing like,
Best tools.
hey, if you want to get stronger, you want to lose some weight, just find something heavy and move it. You want to
Should
get
we
that?
go left and then that? What is that?
Get that in shot. That was a shelter I built like 4 or 5 years ago, and it's falling apart now.
Oh, you built that?
I built it like
You started it.
well, there was a lot more to it. See that log that's now fallen over? It was this way more, and like you could actually sleep in it and be comfortable, but I haven't maintained it, so because
Going left or right?
this will bring us to the beach. This will bring us to private property eventually.
Head over here, maybe.
Yeah.
It's a very ghetto stick. What is it called?
It's a tripod. It's not
What
even
is
like
a tripod? Yeah,
it's
but
not even really a selfie stick.
this is a freaking forearm exercise. I like it. Let's switch over here.
So what's been new with gym related stuff other than the fitness thing? I did a poll on long-term storage, prepping food basically, and I was actually surprised. I thought people were going to care more about the price and the taste. I didn't get that many. I need to do it again eventually when we have more followers, but the majority of the votes were they cared most about protein and calories regardless of the taste. Like a lot of people even commented saying that they were willing to eat something they found tasted terrible if it gave them the right amount of protein and calories in it. But like the people who participated are all hardcore preppers that I know personally. So I know where their mindset's at. So like I said, I'll do it again eventually because there's a lot of people, like new people or people that are like not that deep into prepping. They're probably going to think more like, am I actually going to want to eat it? They're not going to think like, hey, when you're starving, everything becomes a 5-star meal.
For sure, everything just tastes better for all of a sudden.
But yeah, like I have several different ones that I've tried them all. Obviously, it's not a big surprise that the ones that you're going to get the best flavor and the best ingredients are obviously the most expensive. So my aim is to try to find something that's, because they're all expensive right now. Everything exploded after COVID for especially prepping stuff. But I'm trying to focus on an okay price range, like in the middle for everything kind of one. And there's one candidate that I have, because there's been several times where it says it's supposed to only feed like 4 people, but the amount of sauce and stuff they put in there for flavoring is so potent that you could add more noodles and more stuff yourself and feed like 8 people easy with just adding like 1 more cup of pasta or whatever, rice. And it's a decent price. Ingredients are not that bad. There's one that I was looking at, the ingredients, like it tastes good, but the ingredients, man, I'm like, this is just poison.
I feel like the first few podcasts we did were like, yeah, off-grid your mind. It's not about off-gridding. And now we're like, oh, fuck that. Let's just off-grid. Off-grid everything.
Well, no, like, so prepping doesn't have to be off-grid related, right? Like,
Technically, there is no off-grid and there is off-grid. It's like, I was thinking about it on the way here. On my drive, like, you can't go fully off-grid unless
No.
if you're like...
and that's another thing we could talk about too, because I was explaining in my blacksmithing video about, what are they called, ghost profiles, or like where you don't have social media, but your family and friends do.
Yeah, that's on grid. You're
Yeah.
using YouTube. You're using. If you
Yeah.
drive a car, if you have any tools that are built in a factory, you're on grid.
Yeah.
If you just strip down your clothes, run butt naked into the forest, I'd say that's a full off grid dude.
But no, so back to what I was saying, like prepping, like with food and stuff, and water especially, and supplies, doesn't have to be off-grid thing. Like there's storms, tornadoes happen, floods happen.
It's basically we've become unbalanced of
You know what?
not ready, not prepared, not knowledgeable.
Losing your job happens.
Yeah, that's why off grid your mind first.
Yeah.
It's like it's a mental shift to do those, to be ready for anything. It's
There's
always
been-
a mental shift first.
There's been times where like financially things got tough, and I was able to supplement my grocery bill with prepping food. And then when you get more jobs and more money comes in, then you restock. It doesn't always have to be like, oh, everything got destroyed from a hurricane or some foreign nation invaded, or a grid down scenario. Or speaking of grid down scenario, South Africa. You been following anything with
What's
that?
happening there?
So blackouts are a common thing now. They'll literally have like scheduled times in areas that are just completely no power at all, and all their power companies are run by the state.
Left or right?
Doesn't matter. Which made me think, like, are all our power companies, aren't they all run by the government? Like, because when I think about like MB Power in New Brunswick, I'm pretty sure that's government. Is it not?
I'm so out of touch right now from reality.
Okay,
in
I'll
that
have to go
sense.
back. I'll have to come back to that
I need to
and look into it. But like the idea that the government can be like, okay, you guys, you don't need power this week, so you guys
Imagine
get
they
all your
would have
power
to be
shut off,
connected.
which has caused all generators to skyrocket. Like the price of those are insane. And then this one guy was breaking it down. It's like, it doesn't matter if you can even buy a generator. Like a small generator is not going to run a business. Like if you have a restaurant, you're not going to run your fridges. You're not going to run anything. You're losing your business. So like stores and restaurants are all being forced to close. I don't even, like, I got to look more into this, but I was just listening. The thing that stuck to me most was like government run power companies. I was like, pretty sure ours are, but I don't know. I got to look into that. So when I was talking about the prepping food, he said, he said like, oh, this doesn't have to be like sell all your crap and move to the woods. And now, like, we were going to somewhere else, and I wanted to finish this thought. Where were we going with that?
Where I was going with that?
Yeah.
I was just saying, like, we're actually moving more and more towards that direction of, like, we just need to think off-grid, actually physically off-grid, for the most part.
Well,
And it's also, it's kind of okay.
yeah,
There's still that element of realization that you can't go fully off-grid if you're using tools, equipment, and it's probably okay not to go fully off-grid.
yeah. Okay, that reminded me
Just
what I was
being-
gonna say.
Okay, go.
Well, I was explaining to my grandfather who he doesn't have Facebook, he doesn't have any social media, he's got a flip cell phone still. So he was kind of saying like, oh, well, I'm like off grid. I'm like no. Your cell phone, you have a cell phone, you have my number in there, you have your wife's, all your grandkids, everybody. They all have every type of social media. And they're all connected to that phone number. So all of so Twitter, Facebook, all the ones that we all have, they collect a bunch of data on us, and you keep showing up. So they'll put 2 and 2 together. And then they'll
Okay, you're also talking about off-grid as in like being trackable, right?
I don't mean to make everything, I always do that, like everything's super extreme. But like it's not like I think he, I don't know, like just keeping it simple. It's like, okay, well, like, because like your phone will keep track of birthdays and stuff, right? Like Jen keeps getting, it's funny, like she'll wake up in the morning and her phone will tell her like a bunch of people on her Facebook's like their birthday and stuff like that, or
Yeah.
people she hasn't talked to in years. So
Google is the worst for that.
yeah, so when it's collecting all that data, even though he doesn't have any social media presence, it will know, hey, it's his birthday. and it will send me, hey, here's some ideas for a grandfather's birthday gift. Buy this stuff.
I hated the fact that like eventually my phone learned where my home is without like just because of you go to the same place. And it's not just home, it's like we're going there.
Nope.
Okay.
Because that'll just lead us to, do we want to end up to the beach eventually?
Probably maybe. It'll be a
Okay.
nice
Then we
end
can go
to the
here.
forest.
Yeah, I'm getting eaten alive. What was I saying? So birthday targeted ads. Oh yeah. I had one year at the end of the year, Google was like, "Oh, these are all the places you traveled," and I was like, "Stop following me."
Yeah. You're 27 minutes away from home. That's what my phone does.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like that at all. There was one time I got pulled over and I didn't get a ticket or anything, but when I was talking to the police officer, it was very unpleasant. And it was right by a golf club. I get home, plug in my phone, and it's like, "Did you enjoy your stay at something golf club?" I'm like, "No, actually, that was like one of the worst 15 minutes of my life."
Yep.
I think my mom will be happy that we're not moving her mirror in the bus.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, "Do you have to move that mirror?" I'm like, "Yes, it messes with our camera."
Well, it's just like there's too many me's, I guess, in there if that mirror stays.
Well, she's obsessed with mirrors. Apparently, they open the space and make small spaces look bigger.
I think we should do it outside all the time.
Yeah, even when we get to negative 40 winter.
Yes, 100%. The batteries will like last 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to be there
Yeah.
direct. We got 2 minutes for this.
So now that the fire ban's over, and I started to do my fireside rants again.
Okay, I wanted to ask you that.
Okay, so I was
Fires.
sitting by, I was watching the fire, and I was like, I remember going camping with Vitaly, needed to keep our campfire going, or we'd literally die. It's like, oh, the fire's been out for like 3 minutes. We're freezing to death now.
That was awesome, though.
So what were you gonna ask?
But the fires, and you said you did like an interview with someone, firefighter. You talked to someone. Was that like 2-3 weeks ago?
Oh yeah, so it wasn't really an interview. It was just we were talking. We were just because I asked him some questions because some things weren't adding up.
Yeah.
About the fires and stuff. And so he was saying, like, I didn't get exactly what I was looking for, but he did say that it was very weird that because in Nova Scotia, this is all over with now too. It's been so long since we've done the podcast.
Yeah.
But in Nova Scotia, their fires, they had a ban where what we just did, walking through the woods, could have got us $1,000 or $2,000 fine. They had like a no entering the woods for any reason ban kind of thing going on. And I was like, I asked him, is that normal? He's like, well, yes and no. And he was like breaking it down why. But I'm like, but it's like really like they can't really do that. Unless it was like part of the fire area. I said no, the whole province was like, you can't enter the woods for any reason. So I'm not going to make any claims, but you pair that with the fact that the fires out west were set on purpose. Last year, the fires, there was a whole bunch of people arrested for arson. And then you pair that with all the Ontario and Quebec fires started around the exact same time. I'm not making any claims, but it's not adding up.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to be a tinfoil hat type of person, but there's definitely things that are sketchy. I think I told you about the guy who was a firefighter, and he said he had a team going. He's retired, but he had a group of guys that were ready to go and help, and the government just kept telling no.
Yep, I heard
then
stuff
they
about
bring
that too.
African firefighters. It's like, where's that money? Like, who's paying for them to come here? Like, I don't know. But then also the fires starting at the same time. Is that like naturally? Is that possible? Like if the wind like kind of
Well, it was
wind.
several areas. It was over 100 areas all across Ontario and Quebec.
Yeah, but even like if it's, let's say if it's planned fires, like would they want to start them at the same time? Like I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I don't know how like
Because
how does that make sense?
how do you coordinate
Like,
that too?
Yeah, they coordinate like, hey, let's start them now, and like there wouldn't even be a reason to do that way.
Yeah,
And yeah,
that's a good point. Yeah, but like I said, like I don't know, things are just not adding up. Maybe there's someone in the comments who will set me straight.
Yeah, just because we want to know. There's like all
Yeah.
this information out in different sources, and you hear like credible, seemingly firefighters who say like this is potentially bullshit, and like that's a firefighter. Do we trust that guy, or was he a lunatic?
Yeah.
How do we know that? How do we know anything nowadays? I gotta move over a little bit.
Yeah, it's Father's Day weekend, and we're in a very busy, like nice beach area, so it's gonna be a lot of traffic.
Let's go this way.
Yeah, the beach is this way. So that's our plan for the future. Is always outdoors. We'll see how this one goes. 'Cause I think
I just like moving.
I
I want
think
maybe the podcast to be shorter, straight to the point about like. There's so many talking podcasts.
no doing.
Yeah.
Well, it's because podcasts are usually listening thing.
I know.
Um,
I kind of want to climb a mountain and talk at the same time.
yeah, that'd be fun.
It's like we get together once a week. Why not do it like as also through a workout type of thing?
Yeah. Well, we have all those logs now. We can carry logs up Blue Mountain.
Logs, rocks. There's actually great rocks on that street that I walked up the hill. I don't know. What are your thoughts on how we should evolve this?
No, I thought that was eventually where we were gonna end up anyway. Is more doing stuff like the off-grid your weekend kind of thing, and camping, hunting.
That's
fishing.
what I want to do more. That, like, actually do vlogs of some sort, like, and we share ideas, and those like ideas talking will
Yeah.
be shorter,
So
but it will be like
we can't talk about where it is because they want to keep it private. But remember that big plot of land, that
Yeah.
family, that you wanted to go scout land up there too for yourself? That's definitely being greenlit right now.
okay.
We're trying to organize something because they want my stepdad to go too because they're obviously friends, and their son. So their son, me, you, and Aaron all going. We'll talk about it more off the podcast.
Yeah, but that sounds great. I want to check that area out, even beyond their property,
Yeah,
just everywhere.
we'll find some land to start building our own off-grid stuff, which is the ultimate point of all of this, right?
Yep.
It's somewhere near water. I'm actually super excited that we're getting close to the beach, even though I'm probably not going to go swimming today.
Basically, we have to figure out how to do more.
Yeah. Save like the just sitting and talking for like the one-off fireside rant stuff.
Yeah, once we like get and doing stuff not necessarily means like we need to build right away right now, but camping, hunting, fishing is like what we need to do.
Building. I miss building. My
Yeah.
current job, I'll be doing it. I was like, I miss building things, or fixing things, or breaking things. I really like demolition too. I like breaking things, leveling
Demo
the
would be
ground,
great for you.
and then rebuilding.
There's a company that does demo after like floods and
That's what I want to do. That's what the D in my company name stands for. Demo. All right, I guess I keep calling it company, but it's literally just me. I'm my company. And I just do things. When people ask me, they're like, "Oh, what do you do?" I'm like, "I work." Like, what do you mean? I'm like, "Whatever you have is legal. I'll do it."
gotta go barefoot here. Oh, that's hot.
Yeah, no, this isn't working. You're right.
Barefoot is the best.
I feel like my son trying to walk. How is this so hot? It's only like 20 degrees here today.
I love the water so much. All right, I'm gonna stop it and check the audio right now.
Okay.